from The Sensible Mama, and today is a special edition of 5 Ways Thursday. Because Amber did not realize that yesterday was Wednesday until today. Today's video is going to be 5 ways to hack your car bag. Now, I've done some packing videos about the car bag before, but I'm always changing, I'm always adapting, finding new and better ways to pack things, and I'm assuming that you are too. So when I find a new kind of packing nirvana, I like to go ahead and update my video so that you can see how I'm doing it now. This is my car bag. This is the Jujubee Starlet in the Sea-Punk print, and I'm gonna show you in a second 5 things that I have in here that I feel have been lifesavers for me. Of course, every person's situation is different, so you might need different things than I have in here. Just so you know, I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old, so I kind of have to pack for both of those scenarios. And I'll go ahead and say, I need a lot more for my toddler than I need for my baby. That's just my life. The Starlet is the perfect size for everything that I need, so I've really enjoyed using this as my car bag. So let's go ahead and jump in here and I'll show you the 5 things that I have found to be great hacks for my car bag. Now, the first thing that I want to do is show you kind of an inside the bag look so you can just see how everything is packed up in here. So as you can see, I have everything in here in pouches. That's just the way I prefer to do it in my car bag, because if I'm getting in here, it's because I need to grab and go with something. So also this tends to get really super disorganized fast if I don't have everything in a pouch. So the first thing that I have in here is probably the most obvious thing that you would want to have inside of a car bag, and that is spare diapers and wipes. This is a Logan and Lenora wristlet clutch. In here, I'm able to fit a change of clothes for both of my children. I have 2 diapers for each kid, so I have 2 size 6 and 2 size 2. I do not keep cloth in here because that's just a waste of my cloth diapers, so only disposable in there. And I always have a full pack of wipes, and I cannot tell you how many times I have left the house thinking that I had a perfectly packed diaper bag and forgotten that the day before I'd used up all my wipes and now I don't have any in my diaper bag. So this has been a lifesaver more times than I wish to admit. The next thing that I have in here is a little pouch that was made by a friend of mine who's going to be opening an Etsy shop soon, and I'm really excited for that because her stuff is awesome. This is a Harry Potter pouch. It's got the Marauders map on it and I love it. And this is just packed as a medical kit. I usually try to have some kind of medical kit inside of my diaper bag, but sometimes if I'm packing really light, I just don't have room for it all. So I love having a backup here in my car bag. Now, I don't want to pull everything out, but to just tell you what's in here, I've got some Tylenol, gripe water for my baby, alcohol wipes, Band-Aids, Polysporin. I've got some tissues in here as well for blowing noses or wiping away tears. So great thing for me to have, and I get into this quite a bit too because there are many times that I go out and end up needing first aid stuff. The next thing that I have in here is a Jujubee fuel cell, and I'm gonna say this I pack based on the season. Now, I'm filming this video in the summer, so this is packed with summertime stuff, but I kind of rotate the things in here based on what I need per season. Here's what I have on the inside. Basically, I have some swim diapers in here for both of my kids. We have a splash pad right near my house, and sometimes on the way home I just want to swing by and let my son burn off some energy. So it's nice to have these on hand because I don't usually think to pack those in a diaper bag. I have a spare umbrella, a poncho, which if you're a baby wearing mom, these things are amazing when it's raining. So just be able to throw this right over your baby in the carrier and both of you stay dry. And lastly, I have sunscreen. Now, I'm gonna say, this is not my baby sunscreen. This is adult sunscreen because at this moment, I cannot find my kiddo's sunscreen. And I guess I had pulled it out of here at some point and now it's gone. So I put this in here as a stand-in, but it is really, really nice to have sunscreen in your bag because you just never know when you might end up unexpectedly out on a very bright, hot day, and having sunscreen is a really great thing. Now, in the winter time, some stuff that I might keep in here is spare socks, a spare jacket for my kids. Maybe I'll put some extra warm blankets in here as well, because my fear is always in the winter getting like a flat tire or having my car conk out and we have no heat in the car. And now we're all stuck and my kids are freezing. So in the winter, this is like a warm pouch. A pouch for staying warm. There we go. The next thing that I have in here is a Logan and Lenora portfolio clutch. This is like a wet dry portfolio, so this front portion here is the dry portion. This is not PUL lined, but the back portion here is completely PUL lined and wipe-proof, so it will not leak. It's not gonna get wet things all over the place. So the way that I pack this up is actually for mealtime needs for my toddler. So here in the front portion of the bag, one of the first things that I have is my Silly Kids Universal Straw Topper. If you haven't seen this before, this is just a little straw topper that can go on top of any glass. So when I go into a restaurant and ask for a kid's cup and they say they don't have any, I can get them to bring me a cup, like an adult-sized cup, and put this over top of it, and now my son has a straw cup that he can drink from, and we don't have to worry about spills. The only other thing that I have in the dry portion of this bag is a set of replay utensils for my son. Now, in the PUL lined portion of the bag, I have a replay sippy cup. And the other thing that I have in here is something that we carry at the Sensible Mama that I don't show it in a lot of my videos, but we use it at home all the time. And that is this InnoBaby dish. This is just like the easy peasy dishes that a lot of moms like. It's got the sticky surface on the back so that you can actually stick this to the counter or to the high chair and it doesn't go anywhere. What I like about this is that as soon as the food comes, I can just take it from the server and I can dole out his food. If I want to give him anything off of my plate that didn't come in the kids menu, I can put it in these other little sections here. And it's just a great thing to have. Once this is done, I can wipe it out with a wipey and put it right back in the Logan and Lenora wet dry portfolio. Since it's PUL lined, it doesn't matter if it gets dirty, if there's like macaroni and cheese still left on the plate somewhere. I can just wipe this down on the inside and I don't have to worry about it getting stained or gross. The last thing that I have in here is for the baby wearing mamas. Now, I usually like to keep a ring sling with me in my diaper bag, but sometimes I just do not feel like slinging and I would rather use my Lilla-Baby. Now, I'm sure if you watch this channel, you have probably seen the videos out there on how to get a Lilla-Baby into a fuel cell. And I don't know what kind of magic, crazy voodoo those girls are doing, but I cannot do it. And furthermore, I don't have time. Like, there is a really special way that you have to fold up the Lilla-Baby just perfectly and you have to take the lumbar support off of it. And then it's still kind of a nightmare to get it in there. And it's a disaster. I cannot do it. Props to those who can. My Lilla-Baby stays in my KangaCare wet bag, and I love having it in here because this means I can take this right out of my car bag if I'm using my stroller. Since this comes detached, I can actually just put this around the handle of my stroller and have it with me if one of my babies needs to be worn. If it's raining outside, I can put my carrier in here and I'm not worried about it getting soaking wet. All around, I just love having my carrier in here because it is so easy. So in here is my Lilla-Baby. This is one of the embossed ones, so it's one of the, I feel like it's just bigger and heftier than the other ones. And the whole thing fits in there. So in those moments where I need to put a baby on, I can just do that really quickly. And let me show you, compared to getting a Lilla-Baby inside of a fuel cell, when you use the KangaCare wet bag, it goes just like this. Now, if I don't have an easy way to get my carrier into a bag, all I'm gonna do is throw it in the back of my car and then it's going to be in the way, getting chicken nugget grease on it and all like that, and then it's nasty by the time I'm ready to use it. Since I can get this so easily inside the KangaCare wet bag, I always make sure to get it back in there and it stays nice and clean, which is a good thing. So guys, those are my 5 hacks for packing your car bag. I hope you found it helpful. As always, I love hearing about your ideas as well, especially if you have other things that you feel you need in your car bag that I don't have here, because maybe I can learn something. Hope you guys enjoyed this special Thursday edition of 5 Ways Wednesday, and I will see you later this week with my Friday packing video. Love ya, mean it, always. Mwah! Bye-bye.